and everything you've been trying to manifest that you feel like you deserve, girl, you deserved it. You deserve every bit of it, literally. What's up, y'all? So I'm sitting in the car. I'm out of breath because I kind of trotted out here because it's dark, just so I can lock the door and make sure they locked all the way. But I'm literally sitting in the car. It's cold outside, and I threw a wig on my head. I'm in my robe, put a hat on my head just so I come talk to y'all. But I recorded this video already like 2 times, but I felt like that I was lost for words because I wasn't speaking when I know I needed to speak, and this is the time. So I was just in the house talking to my husband about a few things about what I want to talk to about the video, in the video that I previously recorded. And I had notes written down about the video, but I literally don't need no notes right now. So here's the truth about manifestation. You're gonna just get right on into it. A lot of people, this car needs to hurry up and heat up because it's cold. But the truth is, when it comes to manifestation, the truth is that manifestation is not so much of believing in the thing that you want or the person that you desire to be, but having a belief in your source and having that connection to your source. And if you are a believer like me, believer of Christ like me, and you believe that God is your savior and he's your God and he is the one that created and make all things great, and that Jesus, he sent his son to down the cross for us, and you know, if you believe that he's your source, and because he's your source and he created us in the image of him, it would be impossible for us to fail if we are in complete alignment with our source. So when you hear certain people talk about your source and energies and things of that sort when it comes to manifestation and affirmation, sorry guys if y'all can hear the car trying to warm up because I literally just turned it on. If you hear people talk about things of like source and your source and energies when it pertains to manifestation in certain books that you read, or certain things that you hear on social media, if you are believing in Christ, that's what it is. God is your source, and because he's the main source, he's the main energy, and you can never be disconnected from your source. If you ever read the book Ask and It Shall Be Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks, I believe, I'm gonna put it on the screen if that, just to make sure that it's the right title and the right writers of the book. But if you believe that your source is God, and he's the one who you're connected to, once you connect yourself to the source, that's who you should be putting your belief into. It's not, manifestation is not just believing in that thing and that thing will come. Manifestation is creating that relationship with your source. That's where you start hearing about that word alignment, being in alignment with your belief and your faith and who you believe in. Because once you become aligned to the source, and the only way to become aligned with your source is to develop a relationship with your source. And once, it's just like a friendship, once you develop a relationship with somebody, that person now knows you, and once that person become very knowing of you or become very aware of who you are, now that person can put trust, starts to put trust into you. And the great thing about God is that once you talk to him more and more and create that relationship, and he begins to know you, know your voice, and you begin to know his voice, and y'all learn each other, he begins to put trust in you. And with him putting trust in you, he will allow certain things to come in your life to where you will begin to put trust into him. And that's what's called faith. Your faith will heighten to know that he's God and he never fails and he always there. No matter if I didn't think it was the perfect time, or if I felt like he should have been here at this time, he showed up just on time. And so once you're able to create a foundation with someone or a thing, and the faith is there where you're able to give something so much trust and count this thing as being reliable, then that's when everything that comes from that thing lines up. So it's not so much a man. I think for me, speaking of myself, when I first heard of manifestation, I was very reluctant to fall into it, because I didn't know much about it, because it was a different word that I heard from growing up. I grew up in church. I'm a PK, I'm a pastor's kid. So from the words that I heard when it comes to God and speaking about God in the Bible and stuff, I've never really heard manifestation. So it was something new for me to hear when it comes to obtaining things that's good. And the only thing that I know that's of good 100% is God. So I was very reluctant to go towards it because I've never heard of it. But it's the same thing as being in alignment, and as building that relationship with someone. Being in alignment and building a relationship is the same thing. Once you build a relationship, now you guys are aligned. Once y'all see eye to eye and y'all are here, you are in complete alignment with your source. And once you become in complete alignment with your source, everything that you want out of life, once you are capable of visualizing that thing that you want out of life and creating gratification, being grateful, and creating feelings of happiness and stuff around that visual that you put in your head of your future self, that future self or that future thing or that accomplishment will come to you, because it's nothing that he put on the universe for that we can't have. And so another thing, when it comes to manifestation, you hear about people saying, I thank the universe. At first I used to look at it as being, I used to look at it as being something so negative. So I'm like, how can you thank the universe? You thanking the universe is like you putting the universe in place of God, but you're not. You're literally thanking God if you thank the universe, or if you are appreciative of the universe, because God is the universe. He created the universe. He created everything that's in it. And so, being that he created it all, when I say the universe, it's no other way to direct it but towards him. It can't be directed towards me because I didn't give it to myself. It can't be directed towards the monkey that's swinging on a tree, or it can't be directed towards your mama, your daddy, or whoever birthed you, or whoever raised you. It can't be directed towards them because, or whoever you trust the most. It can't be directed towards them because they weren't the ones who created it. So the only person that it can be directed towards outside of the universe is God, and he's the universe, and he's everything that's in the universe. And so now I look at things and perceive things so differently. So when it comes to manifestation, in order to people are constantly bashing manifestation and bashing affirming what you want out of life and feeling like you're gonna get it, because they are missing one important step. The main step is aligning yourself with your source. That's the only way you're going to be able to know who you really are, to be able to have the power to manifest what you want out of life. Once you align yourself to the main source, he will then, in that alignment season of your life, he will then begin to reveal to you who you really are. You were made in the image of him, so I can't be nothing outside of great, because he is great. He is outstanding. He's what words can't explain. So being that I was made in the image of him, meaning that I can do and have all that there is, that this universe can offer, that this world can give me, that this world can offer, because he is all. And so once I align myself with my source, which is God for me, with my source, then will he give me my identity. And my identity, which is everybody's identity, is knowing that you are a child of God, and it's nothing or anything on this earth that you cannot have, or anything that you cannot be once you become in alignment with him. He put everything here on earth for us to obtain, and it's already ours. We just have to become in alignment with him and put our faith in him, and not in that thing that you desire. Once your faith is being put in him, then you will eventually begin to, your energy will become stronger because you're connected. Now you are in alignment with your source. You can never be disconnected from your source. But now that you are in the line, you can be off track, but you can never be disconnected. Once you are in alignment with your source, and you allow the energy from him to flow through you and live through you, then those things of the world have no other choice to gravitate towards you. And those things that the world cannot give, such as peace, joy, happiness, gratification, just feeling fulfilled with being alive and just having breath in your body, those things cannot dwell in you if you're not completely aligned with your source. Now, I'm gonna say it once again, you can never be disconnected from your source. But the reason why you are suffering and why you're experiencing things that's not of good, and you're experiencing poverty, depression, anxiety, hurt, pain, failure, reason why you're experiencing these things, because you are off track from your source. Your source requires this way, and you are going every other way besides this way. So once you become in alignment, which is one thing you hear about or see or read about on social media or on the internet or from a book, once you become in alignment with your source, then you can be able to start visualize yourself as your future person, as your future self, and walk into that. So to break down, walk into that, to act it out, because the Bible says faith without works is dead. So you can't have faith that you will have those things, such as visualizing it in your head and creating those feelings around it, those great positive feelings around it, if you are not walking in it. And what he means by walking, what the Bible means by walking in it, what God means by walking in it, is that you have to literally, without the money, without the foundation, without the degree, without the say-so of others, without the okay from your mom, without anything that the world says you need to be this person that you desire to be, or to accomplish things that you desire to accomplish, without any of that, you have to live your life as you are, as if you are already there. Long story short, you being able to manifest the life that you want, it just don't come off of visualizing who you are. You have to literally connect yourself to that source, build that relationship, lay that foundation, build that foundation with your source, and allow it to become strong enough. And he will begin to reveal himself to you and show himself to you in that building stage. And during him revealing himself to you and showing himself to you that he is great and he is the God of all God. He's the only God. And he's above all. During that stage of him revealing that to you, your faith will then become stronger and stronger and stronger. And the more he know you and the more you know him, y'all will be like this. And once you guys become like this, then you can begin to manifest. Once you begin to speak those things that he called you to be, because you're an image of him, so you are everything that he is. You is no limitations on nothing. The sky is not the limit. I don't know who came up with that, but the sky ain't my limit. But I don't have a limit. Nothing is impossible for me. It's nothing that I can't put my hands on. It's nothing that I can't have, because I know who my source is. Everything that in my current say that I'm lacking, I'm really not lacking, because I'm living my life as if I'm not lacking, because I'm not. Because my source not lacking. So that new car that I want, that new luxury place that I want to live in, and the way I want to, my body goes, and everything that I desire out of this life is mine, because my source says so. So why can't I have it? It's mine. If it's nothing that he can't have, or nothing that he can't create, or nothing that, it's mine. That means it's nothing that I can't have. Ain't nothing on this earth that I can't put my hands on, that I can't obtain, that I can't be. So once you become in alignment with your source, alignment is one word that you hear all the time, then you begin to manifest, meaning speak those affirmations over your life and visualize yourself living that life, and create feelings, great feelings around those visuals that you visualizing yourself being or obtaining, those things you visualize yourself having. Once you visualize and you create those great feelings behind it, already have gratification and happiness behind those things, even though that you don't have it in your current, then those things will eventually gravitate towards you. It has no other choice. It's no other choice, because your source, the connection between you and your source are strengthened and so strong that the world cannot hold what he put in for you, what he put in it for you to have. Nothing can hold what he put in this earth, on this earth, in this universe for you to have. It's nothing that you can get. You literally can become anything, have anything, desire anything, and it will be yours. If you and the source are like this. And I think that's one thing that people forget to teach when they talk about manifestations, is strengthening the relationship between your source, making it plain on what alignment is. Alignment is not just constantly keep thinking about this thing that you want, or this person that you want to be, and eventually you will be it. That's not alignment. Alignment is not that, because that means you putting your faith and your trust in that thing or that person that you desire to be. Alignment is putting your faith and that trust in your source and developing that relationship within your source, knowing that you guys are one, knowing that you guys are connected, knowing that it's nothing that you cannot have because your source doesn't lack. That's one thing that a lot of people take away. So that's the truth about manifestation. People only feed you the good, and they forget about the most important. Nothing you desire will never not be yours. You will always obtain the things that you desire, that your heart desire, because he told us that we can have what our heart desire. But we have to develop that relationship with the source and become in alignment with them, with the source, and strengthen it and live your life like you know like that marriage you've been trying to manifest, or that boyfriend you've been trying to manifest, or that proposal, this special proposal day that you've been trying to manifest that your boyfriend gonna do for you, the one you feel like this the one. And that job you've been trying to manifest, and everything you've been trying to manifest that you feel like you deserve. Girl, you deserve it. You deserve every bit of it, literally. If you connect yourself to the source and become in alignment with your source, listen, you deserve it. You put the work in. You had faith and you worked it out. You deserve it, girl. So all this stuff that you've been trying to manifest and it's just not working out for you, that's because you haven't aligned yourself with the right source. You thought the source was that thing or that person, and it's not that. Align yourself, and I promise you that's going to be the start of your new life. But in order to align yourself, you have to change your mind and stop believing in that the things that people have told you, or that you was taught, or you was raised upon. Erase all those things, because a lot of that stuff is not even true. It's opinions. because my God can't fail. And I believe money do grow on trees, because in all actuality it does, because we get paper from trees and money is paper. So yeah, I believe money do grow on trees. So when my grandma used to say money don't grow on trees, my mom used to tell me that too, I believe it, because he can't fail. It's nothing he can't do. He's unfailing. It's nothing impossible for him. So erase all those things, change your mind, have the willingness to want to change, connect yourself to the source. Then you can start to manifest. And girl, watch your life play out and unfold in front of your eyes. And then comment down below when it happened, so your girl can be happy too, because I'm happy when you're happy and you're satisfied, your life going the way that you desire. So yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like this video. Comment down below if you feel what I'm saying, or if you have experienced anything that I'm saying to be true. That's it. That's all I want to talk to you guys about. I felt like I needed to say it while I was feeling it, so that it can be more heartfelt and I can say it how it needs to be said. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later.